Have you ever wondered what it truly feels like to step inside the private world of Kendall Jenner when the cameras roll and the unfiltered truths of the Kardashians come alive? In Season 5, Kendall Jenner's journey takes center stage not just as a global supermodel and cultural icon, but as a woman grappling with the price of fame, the power of family, and the struggle to find her own voice amidst the chaos. This is not just a recap. This is a rare look into Kendall's world. Moments that stunned audiences, conflicts that tested loyalty, and stories that left fans questioning what was real and what was performance. Welcome to the Kardashians, top of Kendall Jenner Season 5 recap. From the very first episode, the spotlight finds Kendall Jenner in a way that feels both familiar and unfamiliar. She has always been the quieter one, the sister who often chose to step back from the media frenzy, engulfing Kim, Khloe, and Kourtney. Yet, in Season 5, her story is impossible to ignore. The show paints a striking portrait. Kendall navigating career pressures, confronting family dynamics, and revealing sides of herself long shielded from the public eye. It is here that we begin to see not just Kendall the supermodel, but Kendall the human being. The season opens with a striking contrast. Kendall preparing for a high-profile runway in Milan, yet emotionally wrestling with the loneliness that comes with her lifestyle. The camera lingers on her expressions, the silence between words, making the audience feel as though they're intruding on private moments. The dramatic documentary style of the Kardashians, top of Kendall Jenner Season 5 recap, reminds us that even at the peak of her career, Kendall is not immune to vulnerability, but it isn't just her career that commands attention. Kendall Jenner's complicated relationship with her sisters surfaces again and again throughout Season 5. One of the most dramatic moments comes during a heated exchange with Kylie Jenner. The tension builds like a storm, voices rising, accusations flying, the weight of years of comparison and rivalry spilling over. The narration captures the moment with cinematic intensity, making viewers feel the rawness of two sisters fighting not just over trivial disagreements, but over identity, respect, and space within their ever-demanding family legacy. Throughout this top recap of Kendall Jenner's Season 5 journey, themes of independence dominate. Kendall openly admits that being part of the Kardashian-Jenner empire sometimes leaves her gasping for air. The documentary tone makes it hauntingly clear. Every photoshoot, every endorsement, every appearance is both an opportunity and a trap. The fame that catapulted her into the stratosphere is the very thing that confines her. Season 5 dares to show those cracks. Those whispered doubts that Kendall tries to hide, but cannot fully contain. One of the most unforgettable sequences comes when Kendall takes a quiet trip away from the relentless schedules. The scene unfolds in slow motion, waves crashing, her gaze fixed on the horizon, her voice trembling as she admits she doesn't always know if this life, this non-stop whirlwind of the Kardashians, is truly hers, or one she inherited and can never escape. This is not the glamorous Kendall plastered across magazine covers. This is the Kendall who feels small against the enormity of her family's empire, her confession echoing through the screen. But drama in the Kardashians Season 5 does not exist in isolation. Kris Jenner, the family's ever-calculating matriarch, plays a pivotal role in Kendall's storyline. Kris pushes, encourages, and sometimes pressures Kendall in ways that reveal both love and control. In one chillingly powerful scene, Kris insists on Kendall taking an opportunity that clearly weighs heavily on her. The audience is left torn. Was Kris, being the ultimate manager, or the ultimate mother, unwilling to see her daughter step back even momentarily from the spotlight? These blurred lines are exactly what make the Kardashians top of Kendall Jenner Season 5 recap so compelling. Another memorable highlight is Kendall's clash with Kim Kardashian over family priorities. Kim, consumed by her own ambitions and projects, appears dismissive of Kendall's concerns. The argument unfolds at the dinner table, tension so thick that silence feels louder than words. Cameras capture the sharp looks, the broken pauses, the cold atmosphere that hangs over them. The scene embodies what the Kardashian-Jenner brand has always been, dazzling on the outside, but deeply complicated beneath. As the season progresses, Kendall's vulnerability takes a turn toward strength. Instead of retreating, she chooses to confront. Viewers witness her demanding honesty from her family, setting boundaries, and reclaiming her individuality. The documentary-style narration makes it clear, this is Kendall at the top of her game. Not because of fame, but because of growth. She refuses to be sidelined, refuses to let her quiet personality be mistaken for weakness. In these moments, the Kardashians' Season 5 recap transforms into a portrait of self-discovery, romantic relationships, also weave into Kendall's Season 5 narrative, adding layers of intrigue and speculation. Although much of her personal life remains guarded, flashes of intimacy, conflict, and heartbreak remind viewers that Kendall is not immune to the struggles of love. The editing is deliberate, lingering on her silence after a phone call, showing her retreat into solitude after a confrontation. These choices elevate the drama, turning simple scenes into cinematic revelations about trust, privacy, and the price of public affection. And yet, through all the chaos, Kendall's career remains an undeniable highlight. The documentary-style script captures the intoxicating energy of fashion weeks, photo shoots, and brand deals. We see her transform under the runway lights, becoming the very image of perfection the industry demands. But the narration reminds us, time and time again, that perfection is both her crown and her cage. Season 5 does not shy away from showing the anxiety, the exhaustion, the weight of expectations pressing down on her shoulders. One of the season's most powerful arcs is Kendall's decision to speak openly about mental health. In confessionals, her voice quivers, yet her honesty shines. She talks about anxiety not as a buzzword, but as a reality that shapes her life behind the scenes. The cameras capture her tears, her silence, and her courage. This storyline cements her role not just as a reality star, but as a relatable figure, willing to show truth in a world built on appearances. The Kardashians, top of Kendall Jenner's Season 5 recap, ensures that this theme is not forgotten. It is, in fact, one of the season's defining elements as the finale approaches. The family comes together once again, not in perfection, but in imperfection. Disagreements still linger, old wounds resurface, and the cycle of fame, pressure, and love continues. But for Kendall, the journey feels different. She has shown herself, her family, and her fans that she is more than the quiet sister, more than the background figure in the Kardashian dynasty. She is a force, a woman who knows the stakes and still chooses to stand tall. The closing moments of the Kardashians' Season 5 recap are both haunting and inspiring. Kendall, standing before a mirror, reflects quietly on who she is and who she wants to be. The cameras do not flinch, nor does the narration. We are left with a question, one that lingers long after the season ends. Can Kendall Jenner ever truly be free within a family defined by fame? Or is her destiny forever tied to the Kardashians? This documentary-style journey through the Kardashians' top of Kendall Jenner's Season 5 recap offers not just a retelling, but a reflection on fame, family, and the fragile line between the person the world sees and the soul that quietly endures beneath it all. It is drama at its most intimate, spectacle at its most human, and Kendall Jenner at her most unforgettable.